Guys, big breaking news coming out. Venezuelans around the world celebrate the capture of Nicolas Maduro. And I just went live not too long ago. The link will be in the comments box. It will be the only link in the comments box. Nicolas heading to New York. All right, so we're going to see what's going on with the celebration happening around the world. But President Donald Trump just put out an urgent statement, a very powerful one, saying that Mexico and Cuba, well, possibly on the table. Alright, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2. Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Once again, thank you so much for your support. So Donald, he put out a very important statement, updates about the strike in Venezuela. And he also mentioned that Mexico also needs to be dealt with, especially Cuba. So that's some serious stuff. And I got a lot more news coming out. I mean, Russia is not pleased. All right, so they're urging Donald, you better release Nicholas. So yeah, this is a huge operation that took place midnight, January 3rd, and U.S. were not playing. This happened when everybody was asleep, and then everybody just woke up. And I did post a video around 3 o'clock in the morning, so it was some intense military strike. But this morning, a lot of people woke up to the news that Nicholas was captured, Nicholas and his wife, and Donna put out the bombshell news. So scenes of celebration erupted among Venezuelans both inside and outside the country following the capture of one of the nation's most feared criminal figures, a man whose reign of terror symbolized years of unchecked lawlessness. And it says here, for many, the arrest represented not just the fall of a single individual, but a rare moment of justice in a country long plunged by lawlessness. Very true. According to a report by the Daily Mail, Venezuelans in the cities across Latin America, Europe, and the United States expressed relief and jubilation of the authorities confirmed the arrest of the notorious gang leader. I must remind you guys that Nicholas had a mansion in the Dominican Republic, and he had all these luxury cars. I mean, the man was bringing in money for himself. Meanwhile, his land, you had a lot of people just eating from the dumpster. Now, videos circulated on social media showing crowds cheering, waving Venezuelan flags, and chanting slogans celebrating what many viewed as long overdue accountability. Now, remember, guys, Venezuela once was a very powerful land. I mean, it was beautiful. It was flourished. I mean, it was just, people lived much happier. But then when Hugo came and Nicholas, it's they're like the puppets of the Red Dragon and the Bear, Russia and who. Videos, it says here, one Venezuelan expatriate described the moment as a victory for the victims who never got justice, while others said it gave them hope that the lawlessness network could finally be dismantled. So the people are pleased. The people are happy. Now, Donald said, for now, the U.S. will take over until there's a peaceful transition. They basically need someone to run the country. Nicholas is out. Now, you have the woman that won the Nobel Peace Prize. I think her name is Maria. Donald said that she's a great person. She's a good friend. But Donald said, she's not fit to run this country. I just don't see that happening. We need someone tough. We need someone to put their foot down and stuff like that. Maria is great, but she's not there. So it just Donald sees that she's not the one. So it says here, the captured figure was widely blamed for orchestrating the kidnapping and all that type of stuff, really bad stuff, lawlessness, and large-scale criminal operation that terrorized communities for many, many years. Residents who lived under the shadow of his gang spoke of entire neighborhoods being held hostage by fear. As one local resident was quoted as saying, people couldn't leave their homes after dark. That's very true. I went to South America. I've been to South America. I went there like 6-7 times. And trust me, you can't walk at nighttime. You absolutely can't walk out there at nighttime. Everyone knew what would happen if you crossed them. His influence extended beyond crime, symbolizing the breakdown of public safety and the failure of institutions meant to protect ordinary citizens. Authorities confirmed that the cuffed followed an extensive international operation, highlighting growing cooperation between law enforcement agencies. Officials described the capture as a result of months of intelligence gathering and coordinated actions. The suspect was reportedly apprehended without incident, though security forces immediately increased protection around the area due to fears of retaliation from remaining gang members. Now, again, he was captured. He still had his pajamas on, and then there was a picture that the president released, and it showed Nicholas wearing some kind of I guess it's an eye covering, blindfold or something, and has handcuff and everything. He's in a gray suit, and basically heading to New York. For the families who lost loved ones, the news was bittersweet. While many welcomed the arrest, they emphasized that justice remains incomplete. One grieving relative told reporters, "Nothing will bring my son back, but at least now the man responsible will face consequences." Human rights advocates echoed this sentiment, calling for transparent legal proceedings to ensure the arrest leads to real accountability rather than political theater. Now, the celebration, however, stood in a stark contrast to the Venezuelan broader reality of millions remain displaced. Crime remains rampant in many regions, and trust in institutions is fragile. Analysts caution that while the arrest is significant, it does not signal the end of organized crime in a country. As one expert noted, removing one leader does not dismantle the system that allow him to thrive. Still, for a population accustomed to despair, the moment carries symbolic weight. Fireworks lit up the night sky in some communities, and social media flooded with messages declaring justice has arrived for Venezuelan worldwide. The capture offered a rare sense of unity, a shared acknowledgement that even the most powerful figures can fall. Wow. So once again, a lot of Venezuelans around the world are just celebrating. The people are celebrating. So what are your thoughts on this here, guys? I want to read your comments. Leave your comments down below. Look at this news here. Look at this one. The president clarifies that US troops will be on the ground in Venezuela to secure oil. Boom. There you go. This is it. US troops will be on the ground in Venezuela. Wow. Guys, I want to thank every single one of you for the Cash App Coffee a Day. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Man. This is big breaking news. The president clarified that the U.S. will put troops in Venezuela for the purposes of securing oil, vowing the money will go towards reimbursing Venezuelans in the United States for damages caused under Nicholas' leadership. Now, Donald said earlier during a news conference in Florida that he would not rule out the possibility of U.S. military involvement, saying, "We're not afraid of boots in the ground." Asked by the news, Kevin, whether he envisions U.S. boots on the ground while the U.S. essentially runs the Venezuelan gov in an interim period, Donald said, "Well, no, we're going to have a presence in Venezuela as it pertains to oil." Donald downplayed how many troops will be needed, adding, "We're sending our expertise in, so you may need something not very much." All right, so Donald is basically saying we're going to send soldiers. They're going to secure the oil. We're not going to be taking a tremendous amount of wealth out of the ground. And that wealth is going to the people of Venezuela. You hear that? That's what Donald's saying. The wealth is going to the people of Venezuela and people from outside of Venezuela that used to be in Venezuela. And it goes also to the United States of America in the form of reimbursement for the damages caused us by that country, Donald said. And it's true, guys. Many years they have stolen from us. This is all big breaking news, bombshell news that's coming out. Rubio says Nicholas was given multiple offers to leave power, but chose to play around. That's very true. That is very true. You had Qatar said, "Hey, Nicholas, you could come here." Belarus, the president of Belarus, he told Nicholas, "Hey, you could come here. Just leave." But what happened? Nicholas started dancing around, playing music and Despacito and Bad Bunny music, and he took this as a game, and the world knows that the man was, all corrupt and this and that. He just, again, he completely lost his way. Rubio says Nicholas was given multiple offers to leave power, but chose to play around. It says here the U.S. Secretary of State Rubio said that the Venezuelan leader Nicholas was given multiple very, very, very generous offers to leave power, but chose instead to act like a wild man and play around. That's very true. Speaking to the press Saturday after a U.S. military operation that apprehended Nicholas, Rubio said the Venezuelan leader had multiple opportunities to find his way somewhere else. Instead, he wanted to play big boy. Now, President Donald told Fox News Saturday that Nicholas wanted to negotiate at the end and was trying hard to make a deal. "I didn't want to negotiate," I said. "Nope, we got to do it," Donald said. Rubio reiterated Saturday that Nicholas was a fugitive on American justice and an illegalment a leader with a $50 million bounty. "I guess we saved $50 million, he quipped, turning to Donald, who responded, "We should make sure. Don't let anybody claim it. Nobody deserved it but us," Donald said. All right, so wow. Donald, look at this here. Look at this one. Donald said the U.S. military could have taken out Nick. Donald says Saturday that the U.S. military could have taken out Nick during its overnight operation if necessary. I must remind you guys that a lot of these operations, like the military that played this huge role of operation, a lot of these militaries were in their 20s. All right. The youngest one was 20 years old. So it was from 20 to 49, but most of them were in their 20s. These youngsters dropped the hammer on Nicholas land. And they just went in and out and did their job. These youngsters. It says here it could have happened, Donald told reporter at a news conference at his Florida estate. He was trying to get into a safe place. The safe places all steel, and he wasn't able to make it to the door because our guys were so fast. Donald reiterated how the U.S. military went through the opposition so fast, while also noting that there was a lot of opposition. People were wondering, do we get them by surprise, sort of surprised, but they were waiting for something. It was a lot of opposition. There was a lot of GUN fire, he said. Maduro is aboard the USS Iwo Jima ship, and Donald posted an image of him in U.S. custody shortly before the news conference began. Wow. Alright, guys. This is all the information for now. I got some more breaking news coming out. So I'm going to go back and forth with multiple channels. But the links to my multiple channels will be in the description box. Now, you guys did not receive the notification for this video here. But do me a favor. Triple check, quadruple check that notification bell. And you guys already know me. I post every day. So if my video is not popping up in your subscription box, it's because, again, they're not putting it in the subscription box. You have to come back to my channel, and the videos will be uploaded there. And I've noticed that I do follow a lot of people, and a lot of their stuff I have not seen in many months until I went straight to their channel. And it's really, really sad, and it's really wrong what they're doing. Again, our stuff should be put out there, not just put under the rug. But again, follow us on X. You will receive all the notification for our videos if you follow us on X. All the links will be in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, guys. God bless you all. Till next time later. Peace.